He's looking like, what did I say? So we could just do, I think it's because only Hallelujah's up there, we should just do Hallelujah, right?
I can do that.
Go do harmony?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
We're not on that song,
Good morning, and thank you for tuning in this morning to take a few minutes to ground ourselves and open ourselves. Good morning, and thank you for tuning in this morning to take a few minutes to ground. Good morning, and thank you for tuning in this morning to take a few minutes to ground ourselves and open ourselves and prepare for the joy of the day, the love, the message, the music. So I invite you to just breathe deeply and just enjoy this photograph for a moment or two. Take in all the details, the beauty. Notice the different flowers, the different colors. Just breathing in and imagine yourself standing in this space. And as you breathe in, allow your body to open and relax. Allowing your mind to open and relax. And again, feeling the essence of this place. Just allow your eyes to close. And in your mind's eye, continue to visualize the flowers, the shrubs, the trees. Feel the freshness of the air on your skin. Breathe in the aroma of the roses. Perhaps allow yourself to hear birds. Just opening the senses of your body to the presence of beauty. And breathing that beauty, that freshness, right into every cell of your physical body. Feeling your physical body being renewed, refreshed. And get a sense of your physical body as being filled with radiant health, glimmering, glowing, radiating all around. Feel the smoothness of your breath as it enters your body. Knowing that oxygen is being transferred to your blood and being taken to every cell in every corner of your physical body. Knowing every cell, every system, every organ to be in divine order. And know that your mind too is filled with this beauty, this peace, this love. And so just gently allowing any stressful or fearful thoughts, worrisome thoughts, to gently drop away. Allow them to be dissolved in the peace and the beauty so that they simply melt away. And your mind now is filled with thoughts of love, confident thoughts of joy, of peace. Knowing yourself to be filled with peace. And allowing that peace to flow out from you. Filling the space around you. Moving out beyond the confines of the place that you're in. Rising up into the air, spreading out all around you. So that the bubble of your peace, the peace that you radiate, spreads out from you a mile in every direction. Lifted up into the sky. Gently fanning it out, pushing it out with your hands in every direction. So that now it extends 2 miles. And 5 miles. And 50 miles. And it continues to expand. And now that peace, that love that you have been extending into the planet, into the air, circles the planet and begins to return now to you. Returning to you from every direction. And it has been joined and increased as that love and blessing flowed through the consciousness of others around the world. It returns to you multiplied, tamped down, and running over. Breathe deeply. Feel it filling your body, your mind, and lifting your very essence. Breathing, filling yourself. Becoming aware of this love return to you now, filling every cell of your body. Lifting and refreshing. Feel the freshness in your lungs. Breathing it into your nose. becoming aware now of your physical body as it is filled with this fresh love and peace and joy. Feel it in your shoulders, feel it in your hips, feel it in your knees and your toes and your fingers. Perhaps now flexing your fingers, opening and closing. Breathing in, lifting the chin, shoulders back. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you so much for being with us. Please stay and join us for service in just a few minutes. Namaste.
I'll stand like over here. Stand closer to you so you'll sing.
Oh my God. I hope I remember. I will, of course. You can just give me a little like side eye and I'll know. Yeah, a little. Like Laurel and Hardy. It's gonna be great.
I'm gonna challenge Margaret.
We gotta find the light. Find the light. Where's the light? Let's do it.
We come together in this moment. We bind our hearts and minds, for we all form a tapestry woven from one life, one creation, undivided, all unique expressions of God. We come together now in one accord. We come together in this moment. We bind our hearts and minds, for we all form a tapestry woven from one life, one creation. come together now in one accord.
Yeah, very nice.
Got Joshua singing with me today.
Yeah, it's fun.
Untitled. Good morning. We take a moment just to acknowledge that wherever we are on Turtle Island, we are situated on the ancestral territory of one of the many, many indigenous nations in Canada and on Vancouver Island. So we just take a moment to acknowledge what a blessing it is to live on this land and commit ourselves to being allies with our indigenous friends as far as moving into a new, better country. And welcome to everyone, no matter where you are on this great land, this great world. You are welcome here at Unity. In Unity, we are a spiritual path, a positive path to be a spiritual path, and you are welcome here no matter what, exactly as you are, no matter where you've been on your path. We're glad you're with us this morning on ours. And now Sharon and Joshua have some more music for us.
Gonna build a mountain from a little hill. Gonna build a mountain, at least I hope I will. Gonna build a mountain, gonna build it high. Don't know how I'm gonna do it, only know I'm gonna try. Gonna build a daydream from a little hope. Gonna push that daydream up the mountain slope. Gonna build a daydream, gonna see it through. Gonna build a mountain and a daydream, gonna make them both come true. Gonna build a heaven from a little hell. Gonna build a heaven, and I know darn well, if I build my mountain with a lot of care and take my daydream up the mountain, heaven will be waiting there. Gonna build a heaven from a little hell. Gonna build a heaven, and I know darn well, if I build my mountain with a lot of care and take my daydream up the mountain, heaven will be waiting there.
Yeah. Sweet.
You are the heart, you are the hands, you are the voice of spirit on earth, and who you are, and all you do is a blessing to the world. We are the heart, we are the hands, we are the voice of spirit on earth, and who we are, and all we do is a blessing to the world. I am the heart, I am the hands, I am the voice of spirit on earth, and who I am, and all I do is a blessing to the world.
I think we probably all at some time or another like to go back to our very first introduction to this teaching, the first book we read, the first talk we heard. And for me, 1979, and every once in a while I like to read through it again, and I was doing that yesterday, and I came across, I think, the most beautiful affirmative prayer I've ever read.
And I just want you to listen to it and hear the affirmation in it. It's called God Restores Me to Perfect Health. The spirit within me is God. That spirit is perfect. That spirit is divine, whole, happy, complete. Spirit of infinite peace is within me, and that peace, poised in perfect life, complete in perfect happiness, that spirit within me is God and is whole. That wholeness is perfect now. God is an immediate presence and an immediate experience in my mind and soul, and I am conscious of this perfect presence, this divine wisdom, this eternal wholeness. Now I recognize that the principle of life is in me and around me and operates through me, that it has no want, has no fear, has no doubt, has no limitation. There is that within me which guides me into opulence, into success, into harmony and love and beauty and friendship. And it does this in peace, in joy, and in certainty. I let that divine within me, using whatever method it may, restore me to perfect health, perfect happiness and harmony, and bring into my experience everything that is good, that is perfect, that is true and successful. I am not only one with this spirit, but this spirit is all that I am. It is my whole being, and this divine wisdom is in my thought, causing me to act and move intelligently, to make right choices and to follow right pursuits. There are no problems in this divine wisdom. Therefore, the road is made straight before me. Every obstacle is removed, and I am led, irresistibly led, to the absolute certain goal of good, of accomplishment, of success. And so it is. That pretty much covered everything, didn't it? So for my words of wisdom, which I've really already given you, I thought just a little bit of lightness this morning. How enlightened are you? If you can live without caffeine, if you can be cheerful, ignoring aches and pains, if you can resist complaining, if you can understand when your loved ones are too busy to give you time, if you can take criticism and blame without resentment, if you can ignore a friend's limited education and never correct him or her, if you can resist treating a rich friend better than a poor friend, if you can face the world without lies and deceit, if you can conquer tension without medical help, if you can relax without liquor, if you can sleep without the aid of drugs, if you can honestly say that deep in your heart you have no prejudice against creed, color, religion, gender preferences, or politics, then you have almost reached the same level of spiritual development as your dog. It's time for another song following which we are delighted to welcome Reverend Vicki to the platform. Vision of unity, a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening.
We are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones that will make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. We are the ones, we are the ones, we are. I've been feeling like I can't make a difference. I've been feeling like it ain't no use. Feeling tired and a little unconscious, coming up with every kind of excuse till I realize it's not all up to me. When we join together, we shape our destiny to see a world where we gonna make the changes. No savior gonna drop from the sky. Nothing left to do but wake up, 'cause it's really up to you and I to take it one step at a time. Stand together with your hand in mine. Then we will see the world that we've been dreaming about. We need it now, the time is now, there is no doubt. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones that will make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. We are the ones, we are, we are. We are the ones, we are, we are. I am the one, I am, I am. I am the one, I am, I am. You are the one, you are, you are. You are the one, you are, you are. We are the ones, we are, we are. We are the ones.
Perfect. Perfect. Did you choose that song, Patricia? That's my whole talk. Right there. Well, and before I start, I would like to take a moment to recognize Reverend Patricia. Last fall, she was elected to the Board of Directors of Unity Canada and stepped into the chair role at the same time. Yeah, she's power, right? So as the new board came together for the first time, we were sorting out all the executive roles, and everyone had their preferences and stated them at that time. And Patricia said, "I'll serve wherever I'm needed." And I'm pretty sure she was not expecting to be chair, but she graciously accepted. So as a former chair, I know the many, many hours that job entails. For her to be in the position of President of Unity Canada, to be the lead minister of Unity Vancouver Island, and be hosting the Unity Canada Conference this year is no small thing. So please hold her in your prayers with appreciation, with gratitude, with love. So have you heard the expression, they're so darn spiritual, they're no earthly good? I don't know if you've heard that. They're so darn spiritual, they're no earthly good. So is there a line between the spiritual and the practical? As we go through our everyday lives, we may think that there are times for a spiritual approach, and then there's times for a practical approach, and that we need to choose one or the other. But nothing could be further from the truth. We are spiritual beings, as we know, in physical form, and it's important that we apply our whole selves into every situation we meet. Do you remember the song, you put your right hand in, you put your right hand out, put your right hand in and you shake it all about? What's the last? And you turn yourself around, and that's what it's all about. You know the song. What's the last line? You put your whole self in. You put your whole self out. So for success, we put our whole selves in. And we are fortunate that we have the tools we need to be able to do just that. And one of the things I appreciate about Unity is that it offers spiritual tools for everyday living. When the Fillmores started Unity in the late 1800s, the first name that the organization had was the School for Practical Christianity. Practical. There are many places we can go to discuss spirituality or theology or philosophy. So we do that here, and we also take the next step. We use these principles to support us in our lives, in our spiritual growth, and in service to the world. That's not true everywhere. Some really, really good friends of mine back east are part of a spiritual group, a worldwide spiritual group. They're devoted and committed to their practice. They meet every week, they study, they do their practices together. But what I have noticed over the years is when they run into stuff, They're at a loss. So I talked to them. Of course, I'm their friend, we're kind of talking things through. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, doesn't your spiritual practice offer you anything to help you through this time? Like, this is where I draw on my unity principles when I get stuck. So I'm thinking, how come your spiritual organization isn't providing you with the tools to just get through this everyday life stuff? So I realized that their spiritual practice was separate from their lives, that there was no overlap. There was no transfer from what they were doing spiritually to what they were doing in real life situations. So not only is unity practical, it's also evolving. It's been changing significantly from its beginning. It's changed its name many, many times over the last 150 years. And this is not true of all organizations either, particularly churches. So I remember one time I was visiting with some friends, and they said, would you like to go to church with us? And I said, sure, of course. So I went, and during the service, everybody picked up the book and opened it and started to do a reading together. And I'm thinking, how did they know that was the page we were on? Like, that's what we were supposed to be saying out loud. And so after service, I asked, and I found out it's because it's the same every year on that Sunday. It's the fourth Sunday of Pentecost, or it's the 32nd Sunday of the Epiphany, or something like that, and this is the reading for that Sunday. It's not changed for hundreds of years. So many religious and spiritual organizations put their practices into place, and that's it. Nothing has changed. Nothing except the whole world. So you can probably think of several religious organizations now on the decline because they are not addressing the times and the challenges we live in now. They have not adjusted their practices. And it's about the practices. We don't shift our values. They stay the same. How we give them life is what changes. So we know the world is changing, and so we welcome and even expect, truly, we should be expecting and welcoming new information, change, revision. There is no standing still. The last words of a dying organization are, we always do it this way. So things change, we need to change. We need to be open to seeing things differently and expanding our consciousness to incorporate the new. Take drinking and driving. Not so long ago, that was okay. Lots of people did it. And then it became not okay. And over the last 50 years, it's totally unacceptable. And a whole generation has grown up with designated drivers and taxis. So as the world evolves, we evolve. What do we need to do to keep in mind so that we can keep being a beacon of light? What's important? What matters? So here's a few things I thought of to keep in mind. Not only do we believe in the one presence, all good, we believe this presence is not only outside of us, but is also the divine force within us, which was so beautifully reflected in the prayer that Patricia shared this morning. And we don't just believe that for ourselves or for those who share our beliefs. We hold that this is true for everyone. No one, nothing is left out of the sphere of divine creation. So we know that as we live our lives with this in the forefront of our awareness, we see the world we see it differently. We look for the thread of goodness that unites us. We honor the differences between us, and we see each other in the light of wholeness. We can summarize our 5 unity principles in 10 words. I wonder if anybody has come across this before. 10 words. God is, I am, I pray, I create, and the last one, I act. God is, I am, I pray, I create, I act. And I think the order is really important. The acting comes after we remember the first 4. So what kind of action do we want to initiate? Right action, not mindless, but mindful. I don't know about you, but I've had some mixed results when I decided to act. From smooth and fruitful to chaotic and unpleasant, to put it nicely. So let's talk about some of those, because nobody said that once you consciously get on the spiritual path, that life was going to be smooth and easy. So I thought of 3 things to keep in mind as we take action to evolve. So the first, are we sincerely willing and ready to make and embrace a change? There's this great story in Scripture in John 5 about a man at the healing pool. And this is a place where people come, to be healed. They come from all over the countryside. And it says that around the pool there's the blind, the lame, the paralyzed. So Jesus went there and saw a man who had been there for 38 years. And he asked the man, "Do you want to get well?" And this was his reply: "Sir, I have no one to help me into the pool. While I am trying to get in, someone else goes ahead of me." And Jesus says, "Pick up your mat and walk." And the man was cured. This short conversation is revealing. So first of all, Jesus did not ask about this man's condition or his life story. This is true throughout the Gospels. He had but one question: do you want to be healed? And the man's answer, all the reasons why he couldn't be healed. Someone gets ahead of me. The crowd pushes me away. I have no one to help me. No wonder he had been there for 38 years. I wonder, did he really want to be healed? So if we are inviting inner growth, let's clear our minds of all the reasons, the excuses, the circumstances that put us where we are, and simply say, "Yes, I am willing." The second thing to keep in mind as we consider making a change is, are we starting out there or in here? We can change jobs, homes, we can change the way we look, but without inner change, the old always returns. I was chatting to someone, I live in the Comox Valley, and it was on a Sunday, and they said that they found the Comox Valley to be an unfriendly place. So it had not been my experience, but I was listening to her. And then she said, "Just like Duncan." The people in Duncan aren't very friendly either. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. So what's the common denominator in these two places? Her. Wherever she went, she found that people were unfriendly. She was trying to change the outer circumstance in her life to have a different inner experience. And it just doesn't work that way. Because until we make some kind of inner shift, the outer will always show up. It's the law of the path of least resistance. When rain falls on the mountains, it comes down following the contours of the land. It can't go any other way. Joseph and I recently drove to Calgary. I was spending some time with the Unity of Calgary gang there. And so if you've been across that part of the province, this beautiful province we live in, the roads are always following a river, right? And so as we get closer and closer to the Alberta border, we're following the Kicking Horse River. It's always by the road. It's always, coming towards us, and just gorgeous. And then we go over the Continental Divide, and about a mile later, there's a river running alongside of us again, but guess which way it's going? The other way. Because we've hit the highest place, right? So all the rivers on one side are flowing east, and all the rivers on our side are flowing west. It can't be any other way. It's the same thing within us. If we launch an idea like, I'm going to move somewhere where people are friendly, that thought follows our inner landscape, our consciousness, and arrives at the same destination, an unfriendly place. It can't be otherwise. So first, we want to make sure if we're willing. Second, we want to make sure that we're not making changes on the outside, thinking that that will make us happy on the inside. And lastly, we need to ask ourselves, am I ready to ride out the process, the ups and downs? So as we initiate a significant interchange, two things can happen: nothing and everything. You probably noticed that. So I want to look at both sides. We'll start with nothing is happening. So I thought, well, for instance, if we want to start a meditation practice, we find a style, we sit for 20 minutes every morning, and nothing happens. We have heard so many great things about the benefits of meditation, and we're not experiencing any of them. And so we begin to question ourselves. Maybe it's the wrong time of day. Maybe I should be sitting on the floor, not on my chair. Maybe I'm trying too hard. Or maybe I'm not trying hard enough. Maybe I should be doing it twice a day. Maybe I should find a different practice. We ask our friends for advice. Well, there you're going to get a whole mixed bag. They tell us about their experiences with meditation. They tell us about a better technique to use. They say it was too hard, it took too much time, nothing changed. So if it seems like nothing is happening, don't stop. Keep going. Nurture it quietly within so it has time to take root. You're changing your inner landscape, your inner consciousness. Now let's look at the opposite reaction. What happens when we try something new and everything just goes crazy? We get sick. We have challenges in other areas of our lives. Roadblocks crop up. As we integrate something new, it is necessary at the same time to be releasing old ways of thinking or old beliefs. And that can result in some turbulence. Perhaps we have experienced this. We think we are doing something good for ourselves, and then we end up with more challenges and struggles. And at some point, we begin to doubt our choice and even revert, just go back to what we were doing before. So let's go back to the example of starting a meditation practice. Just when you think maybe you're making some headway, things get worse. My back hurts the minute I sit down. As soon as I sit still, my cat wants to go out. The meditation pillow I ordered hasn't arrived. Every time I sit down to meditate, somebody calls. Or you may be thinking, maybe it's not only meditation I need. Maybe I should do some yoga and become a vegetarian. So, whoa. First of all, we need time to integrate what we have already started before we add more. It's kind of like a buffet. Everything is good. In this case, meditation, yoga, eating better, exercising more regularly. But we will not be well if we try to eat, or in this case, do everything at once. A tree can only bring so many fruits to ripen. So make sure you are not sprouting so many seeds that you run out of the sustenance to support them into healthy manifestation. Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, described this feeling of chaos. And he talked about what can happen when we start incorporating new ideas into our consciousness. And this is a quote. Whenever some new idea is introduced into the mind, some opposing belief is disturbed. It resists. With this resistance comes a commotion in consciousness. This is he called it chemicalization. A commotion in consciousness. I'm not sure if anybody ever experienced that. So we take a step in what feels like a good direction, and then all kinds of things start bubbling up. It's the old thinking and the old consciousness colliding with the new. But when we know what this is, and even expect it, then we can ride it out, right, until things settle down, because they always do. It's important that we do not stop at this point. That we're right on the brink of integrating that new consciousness. We recognize that this bumpy part is a natural outcome of the transformation process. So if you find yourself in turmoil, slow down, be gentle with yourself, let things settle. These new ideas are taking root, and we need to give them time to find a home within us. Transformation is more than just change. It is a process that starts inside, that bubbles a little bit, that builds itself and grows to its full capacity. So today's title was, What Matters? And the answer, so beautifully sung by Joshua and Sharon, is you, us. We are the ones. God, Spirit, has no physical form. We know that, right? The only way that goodness is going to appear on this planet is through us. What we think, what we say, how we act matters. We are the hands, the heart, the minds of the divine. We are already perfectly created. Be willing to be transformed over and over again so that more and more of that perfection can be revealed. And I'll close with the words of a song that you may have heard before. Do all you can with what you have, in the time you have, in the place you are. Do all you can. Very simple. We don't need to be Mother Teresa. She's already taken. No one's, you are the ones. So do all you can with what you have, in the time you have, in the place you are. Do all you can. Let's take that into our time of prayer and contemplation.
When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right
So I invite you now to settle into your chair, perhaps to adjust yourself so that you are more relaxed. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. As we enter into this quiet time of prayer, we shift our awareness from our individuality and focus on the richness of our unity. We are unique expressions of the divine, individual, yet one in spirit. United in this knowing, we weave a magnificent tapestry of love and diversity. As I still my mind and quiet my thoughts, I allow myself to become fully present in this moment. I relax into this time and place and let all else fall away. In Myrtle Fillmore's words, nothing can disturb the calm peace of my soul. Nothing can disturb the calm peace of my soul. And in that quiet place, I'm going to share a poem by Maitri Gunatelek, a South African poet. Beloved, there are days when nothing seems right, when every shell you pick up on the beach is broken, when the silken treasure slips through your fingers too quickly, when comforts are empty and the world is noise. On those jagged, edged days when the wind is screaming for a reason only she understands and you find yourself all alone, turn your face to the sun. There is goodness in the world that even the river of tears cannot erase. There is love in the world that the armies of fear cannot destroy. Sometimes that goodness is everywhere apparent. It pours from the heart of every moment, from the light of every smile. On those soft days, love hides in the eaves to drop like sweet honey on your forehead and sings her lilting lullabies in the arms of the winds. But on some days, beloved, we need to look to see. So turn your face to the sun. Even when she is nowhere to be seen, go inside yourself, find a speck, a splinter of beauty to be grateful for. Yes, the day has worn you, and yes, our mistakes have been many, but say thank you anyway. Take account of all that is in your possession, a mind, a heart, a body, a life that breathes, even for just one more day. Now count the eyes that have smiled at you on your wild journey, the hands that have held you tenderly, the ears that have listened, the prayers that have been made on your behalf, and whisper your thank you again. Count unexpected laughter, count undeserved grace, and bow your head and say thank you. Turn your face to the sun and know yourself as a child of the light. You are the goodness that cannot be extinguished, the love that burns through the darkest night. And perhaps in turning, you will see what I have seen, that this day where everything seemed wrong was not your curse, it was your gift, your chance to find inside yourself a forgotten thank you and turn your face to the sun. As we close this time together, we are grateful for our ability to turn to the light, to express our true nature, and to be the ones.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
So for today's song, I'm actually going to be playing an original piece. This is a song called You Are the Reason Why. And it's sort of about a new idea coming into your life and changing your perspective. So I thought it sort of fit right with the talk, and I hope you really like it. This is You Are the Reason Why. My mind has never been so clear. My heart has never felt so light. I know that I should be right here, and you are the reason why. The sun has never felt so warm. I feel like I could touch the sky, like my soul has been reborn, and you are the reason why. So let there be peace now, and let it begin, because I'm free now and looking within. A whisper, an answer, a sign from above carries me higher on the wings of your love. 'Cause my inner voice is speaking now. It's saying you can brave the night. I think I finally know how, and you are the reason why. Not sure why I was so afraid. The future was just out of sight. But as my spirit turns today, oh, you are the reason why. So let there be peace now, and let it begin, because I'm free now and looking within. A whisper, an answer, a sign from above carries me higher on the wings of your love. 'Cause it's time to let go of the things that hold me back. 'Cause with your love, I feel there's nothing that I lack. It might be hard sometimes to see right through the haze, but if you look inside, then what you'll find will amaze. Oh, ooh, so let there be peace now, and let it begin, because I'm free now and looking within. A whisper, an answer, a sign from above carries me higher on the wings of your love. Carries me higher on the wings of your love. Carries me higher on the wings of your love. Thank you.
Thank you, Joshua, for that beautiful song. As I recall, that's one you wrote especially for the mini conference we had back in April. Thank you. And thank you, Reverend Vicki. I know when I hear around the room every once in a while, something's hitting home. People are going, Lots of good things to do. Coming right up is registration for the Unity Canada Conference right here in Nanaimo is now open. 4 days over the Thanksgiving weekend. There'll be all sorts of workshops and the Sunday service and celebrations and many, many good things to do. So register now. You have choices. If you live locally, you can commute. Just pay the registration for the conference and you come and go. Or if you wish to really immerse yourself in the full experience, Bethlehem Retreat Center offers room and board at $155 a day. An amazing deal, and the meals are splendiferous. So really think about that. You know, there's conference every year or so, but it's usually a long way away. So usually maybe only the minister and the board president, maybe one or two people go. This year we have the opportunity for us all to go. So think on that. No after-service fellowship now for the rest of the summer. We're going to take a little break. That'll be back in the fall. Carpooling to Victoria, if you're coming next week to our special celebration and would like to offer a ride or arrange a ride from Victoria, please contact Mavis. And we're looking forward to seeing as many of you as we can that week. And that is our Unity Family Reunion or our homecoming weekend or whatever you want to call it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Saturday, I'll have afternoon tea on by 3 o'clock. Arrive when you do. We have pizza coming at 6. We have the big mess playing for the evening. We have board games. Josh was sitting there going, yeah, I'm coming. And then on Sunday, we'll get together again for Sunday service, a barbecue, outdoor games, a drumming circle, we hope, and a walk, all sorts of things. So please come. This is our opportunity to celebrate who we are. And again, you have choices that Jen still does have a couple of beds available. So if you're coming up and would like to stay, or you're coming down and would like to stay overnight, email jen.ripley.morris@gmail.com and she will fix you up. And so next, the last in the series of Bridging the Divide book study for this season is coming up this Tuesday. It's never too late to jump in. You can always join the discussion, the final discussion, and it will be resuming in September with a new book to be announced shortly. Ongoing events, of course, we continue with first and third Tuesdays, prayer circle at Comox. Tuesdays at 10:30, seated Tai Chi. As far as we know, it resumes this week. I was talking to Rick yesterday, and he's feeling well and ready to resume. 10:30 with Leanne on Thursdays is the Course in Miracles, and on the first and third Fridays, board games in Nanaimo. Shirley.
Tai Chi is normally at 10 o'clock, so they changed the time.
I'm sorry, that's my fault. 10 o'clock for Tai Chi. Thank you. And Monday Magic is also taking a hiatus for the rest of the summer and will resume in September. Stay tuned for details. And we want to thank everyone so much for all the contributions made to keep this Unity Center going and spreading out all across Vancouver Island and beyond. Your financial contributions are welcome. Your volunteering efforts are so appreciated. And just your support, whether it's just you turning in on Sunday, it's all needed. It's the energy that keeps us going. So if you wish to donate financially, donations at unityvancouverisland.com is the easiest way. We still take checks. We go to the mail every once in a while and pick them up. And sometimes people drop off a bag of money, and that's okay too. So thank you, everyone. Yeah. And our gratitude this week goes to Tasha King, whose idea was the games night, and Tasha hosts that every week, and she generally works on Sunday, so we only see her when the choir is singing, but please take time to get to know Tasha. She's a lovely young woman. And do we have kids? Can somebody open the door and see if they're coming? Welcome back, Jazz. Let's Jasmine know how much we appreciate her. We see the divine light shining as you. We love and appreciate you exactly the way you are. And Dawn, I'm sorry, I see Margaret behind the camera, so it must be Margaret in the prayer room today. Thank you, Margaret. I think I need a proofreader, but anyway, we get through. Thank you, Margaret. So I also want to thank Marie. You may not have met Marie. She's at the back of the room. She's joining us as our technician going forward. And I want to thank Kyle for coming back the last couple of weeks to make sure the transition happens well. And thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Joshua, and thank you, Sharon, and thank you again, Reverend Vicki. And Joseph, thanks for coming down. Let's stand for our prayer for protection and our peace song. The light that is God surrounds me. I am one with the light. The love that is God enfolds me. I am one with the love. The power that is God protects me. I am one with the power. The presence that is God watches over me. I am one with the presence. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. And so it is. Amen.